Hey
John.
John, can you teach the 15-year-old about flat Earth, please?
What would you like to know?
She doesn't know anything. Is he a flat earther? Yes. Are you actually a flat earther?
I don't want to label it that. That means like you've seen it. I'd say I'm a geocentrist.
Oh my gosh.
Do you believe you're revolving around the sun?
Wait, sorry, let me just say something. So, we're a pancake, and then the moon and everything else is just a globe, and then we're just the only flat earth.
Yeah.
How does that make, like from a realistic standard, like, how do you justify that?
You should ask the CEO of Google Earth. He does all the imaging for planet Earth, and he's a flat earther, so you look dumb on stream now.
I mean, I really don't care what this one guy says just because he does.
The CEO of Google Earth, the guy who does all the coordinates
Alpha,
of the Pacific
Omega,
Hemisphere.
and everything in between that would also make you beta lol.
On this planet has their own opinions and perspectives, so I mean.
Okay, can I ask you, do you know how a compass works?
Yeah.
So, you know it only works on a flat Earth scale? Yeah, you're getting terrified now. Be careful. Magnetic poles, I love that. The poles are changing. That's how they fuck. I bought that shit in high school too. And here's my ultimate question. If it is that eccentric shit of us flying around the universe at the speeds that I'm not going to mention, this constellations would have changed. Polaris, the North Star, hasn't deviated even an inch off the sky for thousands of years. We are not going around the sun. That's sun worship. And it was started by the Catholic Church to have a one world religion. Everyone knows what geocentrism means. It means we're in the center of the universe. It's God's world. Government doesn't want you to live with God. Simple. I'm not saying it's flat. It could be a fucking cucumber for all I care. I'm saying they never went to the moon and took a picture of it. They can't leave low Earth orbit, and you've got no facts. I'm a NASA nerd. So when I say, do you support Nazis? No, I'm wondering. Because NASA was started by 25 Nazis, Operation Paperclip, and Walt Disney.
Calm down. Okay, that's totally fair to say.
Careful with me.
All that stuff. Fair to say. Can I answer this question though? How does gravity work then?
Okay. I'll explain it easily. Cut the music.
Oh, it's getting real.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you, do you believe a helium balloon, helium, is a magical element?
I wouldn't say magical, no.
No, right? It's just like any other element, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you believe a helium balloon is defying gravity. The reason why things fall, density. If it's denser than air, like this, it's gonna fall, right? If it's lighter like a helium balloon, it's gonna rise. There's also aerodynamics that work on the shape of it, right? But I'm gonna ask you one thing. You believe in rockets and going to the moon and all that, the probes and the...
I don't really believe in the moon landing, but that's...
Oh, okay, so you're already smarter than Jenna. What about the computer, like you guys worship a religion with computer-generated images of Mars. Do you think those are real pictures of Mars?
Okay, but you still skipped over my question of how gravity is...
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting
okay.
there.
That's fine.
I'm getting there.
Continue.
The only way scientists, and remember, science is always bought and paid for. They said that fats make you fat because they were paid by sugar companies.
Oh yeah, that was the biggest lie.
Right. So science is always bought and paid for. Anything at the highest level is always corrupted by humans. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Can you measure gravity any other scale? Like if it's the scientific method, you should be able to measure it everywhere. Can you measure gravity? In what scale can you measure it? The only way you can is if on a planetary level, right? That's what they say. So they're legit wizards tricking you. They're telling you.
BEEECHH lol.
Shut the fuck up, man. They're turn the volume off for a bit, just for a second. So come on, Jenna, hurry up before I lose my train of thought.
It's not loading. What do you want me?
Just turn it off manually, genius.
I can't. I have to go in here.
Okay, so gravity can only be explained on a planetary level. That's what scientists tell us, right? Right?
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
So do you know what they're saying to you? What these wizards are actually saying to you? They're saying the only way you can observe gravity is out of your realm of existence. So I'd say, can you find gravity in a mountain or anything large? Because apparently the criteria, it has to be big. They're like, no, it has to be planetary level or moon size. They're giving you something you can't measure in reality. That's not the scientific method. They're already tricking you. You don't know why things fall. You're falling. Science, this is what Nikola Tesla said. Science has become all mathematical. It's all equation on equation on equation. They're not solving shit. And why do they want to hide God from the world? For the perfect consumer society. An atheist is the perfect consumer creature because they're never happy. They need to buy iPhones and shit to be happy. So civilizations are built. Now, I'm not saying you should answer on your test the Earth is flat, but I'm saying don't believe in what government or NASA that was started by the industrial military complex, like the most corrupt, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just believe everything that they tell you. Like, oh, you think they went to the moon? The moon is 1/6 Earth's gravity. If Jenna, I need you to answer this because you're terrified. If the moon is 1/6 Earth's gravity, would you be lighter or heavier? Go.
I don't know what's going on.
That's the easiest question in the world. Lighter.
Yeah.
So the astronauts should have been moving a lot faster.
I'm not listening to
Yeah, because you're
anything.
terrified on stream of looking like a dumb blonde. The astronauts should have been jumping a lot higher, moving a lot faster, but they're moving actually in slow motion.
Okay,
now,
but-
idiots will say their astronaut suits were heavy.
Oh,
1/6
like that.
Earth's gravity. They would weigh like 20 pounds, bitch. No, not you guys. I'm talking about the stream, right?
Yeah.
So when you cut out the moon landing, you don't trust the government. Why do you trust them on the shape of the Earth when the military uses flat Earth maps to bomb places? Why aren't they using globe maps? Why would the military lie? You know what I mean? So I don't trust shit.
Well, okay, first the moon landing was already like there's so much evidence proving that it didn't even happen.
True.
That it's not
True.
even a conspiracy theory anymore.
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
just,
It's for kids.
But I'm talking about like the gravity thing. Like, okay, because I know there's different flat earthers that say different things about gravity.
No,
like,
I'm saying, do
some
you know
say,
what
like,
the
it moves
scientific
up.
method is?
No, I know, but some people they believe like there's flat and it moves up. And
No,
the
but
world
okay,
moves
can you?
down
All
and
right,
things like that.
all right. Answer the helium question. If helium's not a magical element, how is it defying gravity going up? Because what? Is it magical?
No, it's like
You're
it's
stuck.
lighter.
It's light. Did you say
So I know it has to do with.
it's lighter than air, so it's more buoyant? I'm
Yeah.
right again.
No, because things have weight. Helium doesn't have like weight. It's like okay. Well,
But
gravity's
you
like
just
the
said
size of
gravity.
weight.
Gravity
Gravity's
can
crazy
gravity
weight.
can hold oceans to the floor, but it can't hold a seagull. Give me a break, man. You're buying some weird. You're buying into some pseudoscience. You should be able to measure gravity. Look, if I grab a basketball or Jenna's empty brain or whatever, if I grab it and I pour water on it and I spin it, that ball's gravity should be more than the water, correct? The water should stick just like a sphere, but water always seeks its level. You'll never find water stick to a triangle. It'll always seek its level. It'll all pour down. You'll never find water into a sphere shape. It's called sea level for a reason. It's called horizon because it's horizontal. Air, plane, as in it's over a motionless plane. And when you build airplanes, all the blueprints say only works on a flat earth scale, on a, not flat earth, motionless plane. So let me tell you something. I'm not a genius, but I believe in the scientific method, not what my government tells me. All right? And what's weird, the scariest thing is all the YouTube channels talking about geocentrism, they all got banned. EricDubay.com, he got banned with 200,000 subscribers. Everyone's getting banned for talking about it. There's a million books in the library on geocentrism. You can't find them. Why are they being suppressed? You know, and people hate this because they love to live with the rockets. Oh, they went to the moon. I love NASA. I love rockets, but it's for kids, man. Wake the fuck up, man. God is here.
Why would they?
You got bodied here, man. They're gonna clip that.
Einstein's lost son.
I already answered that.
I guess I missed that.
Perfect
thing, so
consumer market.
John,
Perfect.
what's your thoughts on vaccines?
Yeah, but you could do the same thing with a globe, like. Just
No, you
because-
can't. If people are spiritual, they're not going to spend all their money on iPhones. They're going to know God. It's God's world, and they're going to build better civilizations. What does government mean if you break it down? Government. It means to control the mind in Latin, right? Mind
Question for
control.
John.
They need you to be an atheist to live in a nihilistic world. All right? When you start living with God, governments do
John,
not profit.
Destiny
What does
doesn't
God have
want
to
any
do
part of you.
if he made a flat Earth or a round Earth? I mean.
I just said it Oh my God!
But then it doesn't
I'm gonna
make
say it one
sense.
more time because they're laughing at you. A geocentric scale means you're in the center, and non-geocentric means you revolve around the sun, which is a pagan belief from ancient times called sun worship. Why do you think they used to worship Jupiter, the god? You worship Jupiter as a gas giant. It's the same thing. You're worshiping shit in the sky that nobody's ever seen. You're believing in computer-generated images.
Well, I mean, cats are real. People used to worship cats. I mean, it's not like, you know, they're gonna make cats disappear because a god image. I mean,
Fuck cats.
Okay, I'll say it like this. Scientifically, if I gave you a Nikon camera which can zoom in more than a microscope or a telescope, can you zoom into an object 240,000 miles away with the Nikon camera? Be
At
honest.
no point in your rambling,
I've never
incoherent
tried.
response
Okay,
were
Jenna,
you
can
even
you answer
close
that?
to anything that could be
So I wasn't
considered a
even listening.
rational thought.
Jenna, if I
Everyone
gave
in
you
this
something
room is now
stronger
dumber
than a
for having
telescope,
listened to
right?
it.
Yeah.
Can
I
you
award
zoom
you
into
no
an object
points, and may God
240,000
have
miles
mercy
away
on your soul.
with a Nikon camera?
I don't fucking know.
What do you think?
What do you
think?
mean? What's strong? I don't know, dude. Leave me alone. I'm not in this
Just give me
conversation.
okay. What sounds plausible?
If you gave me something that was strong
If I
enough to
if I was waving at you from 240,000 miles away.
and you gave me something that could zoom in.
No,
That
I give you a Nikon camera.
Circa
Can you zoom into an object 240,000 miles away? No. Then why do you think you can zoom in into the moon that's 240,000 miles away, you idiot? It's because the Nikon camera is zooming into something a lot closer. It's not 240,000 miles away. It's a lot closer.
Wait,
The moon's
why
a
are
lot
we
closer.
using a Nikon camera as an example?
They're gonna clip you
Sponsored.
guys. They're gonna clip you guys. And careful with my IQ, man, because when a bouncer only has documentaries, he doesn't go to school. He got a lot of free time during the day. You guys are gonna get bodied. Careful when you fucking argue with me.
Okay, but like, why are we flat and everything else is round then? I mean, every other planet's
Hey, genius, you know the Earth a plate is still flat and round, genius. But what?
You're even smiling at your own shit.
Yeah, because it's stupid. She's like, why is it flat? A plate is flat and round still. Just like, why do you think you've never seen the other side of the moon?
Okay,
Why? You've never seen the other side of the moon because you don't even know if it's a sphere. And another thing, the first movie in history that Hollywood funded was Man on the Moon. Long time ago, black and white. Because it goes back to biblical times of building the, it's pretty much in Babylonian times, building a tower to God. It's like Satan building something to reach God in the heavens to the moon to kill God. That's where it comes from, the man on the moon. It's to kill religion.
John is saying is straight facts. I'm on my
And I'm on my 3,000 IQ, but and I'm gonna tell you something. There's a reason why. There's a reason, guys. There's a reason why, and this is gonna ruin any chances I have with meeting scientists and shit. There's a reason why Neil deGrasse Tyson backed out of the debate with Eric Dubé. He's terrified. And remember, Neil deGrasse Tyson, you guys love him? He said the Earth's an oblate spheroid, not a perfect sphere. So he went against NASA. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's a fucking actor. You guys are buying into the dumbest shit. And a bouncer's got to wake up the world. That's where we're at in reality. Right? What's up? Hello. I'm